Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Wednesday edition, or as some people like to call it, Hump Day edition of Disney Morning Show. Why do they call it Hump Day, Kyle?
Because it's halfway to the weekend. It's the hump. You get past the hump and then you're on your way to the weekend.
On your way down. Oh, that makes sense. You could have called it Half Day, but that would be confusing. All right, my name
would be better, but you know.
I'm Doobie Mosley. I'm the co-founder here at Laughing Place Sport, my People Mover Blueprint shirt today. Kyle Burbank, our executive editorial director, sporting his Savannah Banana yellow shirt today.
Yeah, and celebrating it not being nearly as busy as yesterday.
Yesterday was busy. Yesterday we had an early show. We talked all about Piston Peak National Park coming to Frontierland. So we're not going to bore you with that today. But if you missed it, you can watch yesterday's show, or you can go watch Alex's great video breaking it all down for you on the latest LP Pulse. But let's get started today. First with some hellos. Hey, Freddie. I did not realize it was National Cheese Day. I need to alter my lunch now.
And you need to spend more time on Discord.
I do. I'm not going to argue that. I hope Ethan is that clever. Do we have some news on Ethan yet? Wait for that.
We can talk about him after. I don't know the complete situation quite yet, but we can.
And hello, JPP. We know you. Let's get started. Alrighty, yesterday the Disney stock price was at $114.21. Let's give this a refresh, get the latest numbers, which are weird. $113.48, down a little bit, not enough to matter. Disney stock is strong. That's enough of that. Let's
go back. Yep.
Ethan.
Hello there and welcome to another edition of the LP Disney Weather Report. Moving right along, we've found a life on the highway, and your way is my way, so trust my navigation. California, here we come, the pie in the sky land, palm trees and warm sand. Though sadly we just left Rhode Island. We did what? Just forget it. Moving right along. Hey LA, where have you gone? Send someone to fetch us. We're in Saskatchewan. Moving right along. You take it, you know best. Hey, I've never seen the sun come up in the west. Let's get to the weather. Anaheim is back to its old self, hitting a high of just 73 today with mostly sunny skies after an overcast morning. It'll also be in the low 60s after dark, so always have a hoodie. At Walt Disney World, showers are expected to begin around lunchtime, with heavy thunderstorms anticipated in the mid-afternoon. However, currently, these storms are not anticipated to be severe. Temperature-wise, they'll stay under 80 on paper, but it will feel more like 85. Castaway Cay will be windy today and top out at 82. Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point will be 85 but really feel like 94. Disneyland Paris is overcast tonight, but the temperature will stay pretty steady through the evening, hanging out in the low 60s. Tokyo will be sunny tomorrow and warm to a heat index of 80. Shanghai will be toasty tomorrow, cracking 90 degrees with mostly sunny skies. Lastly, Hong Kong will see showers on and off throughout the morning, followed by mostly cloudy skies and a high of 82 that feels like 88. And that will do it for another Disney weather update. Have a great day and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
All right, let's get started. We're not going to forget about Ethan. I want to get back to him at some point, but we can save that maybe for around LP.
Sure.
All right, so let's get started with Snow White. There's a new spot. Why did they put out a new promo for Snow White? You can see why. June 11th, it is coming to Disney Plus. You have waited for it. I know so many of you are waiting to see it on Disney Plus because it's clear you didn't go see the movie, which only
Did you see my subhead? I
didn't. Shoot. What did it say?
It said you probably didn't see it in theaters, so now you can see it at home.
$87 million is all it made. 40% on Rotten Tomatoes. I didn't want to make a remake for my all-time favorite Disney movie, but you know what? It deserves better than that. It is not a horrible movie. So if you have Disney Plus, take advantage. See it when it comes. Kyle did note, he is the brilliant author of this article, that only 82 days from theatrical release to Disney Plus release, which is pretty short. Captain America: Brave New World, which was also a box office disappointment, got 103 days. Lion King got Mufasa got 96, and Moana 2, as he points out, was initially a Disney Plus series, 105 days for that one. So Snow White, maybe they need to shrink the window. Have they ever thought about that? Is that something that's ever come up in their
This
thinking?
is a dwarf size window, I guess.
Touche.
Well, we got a new item at Epcot today. As I said in my tweet, if there's 3 things that Walt Disney World fans love, it's Spaceship Earth, Mickey popcorn, Mickey bucket, damn it, Mickey balloons, and popcorn buckets. And now you can enjoy all 3 at once because they have just released this light up Spaceship Earth Mickey balloon popcorn bucket. Now available at Epcot at popcorn stands, 2 per person limit, and while supplies last.
Man eating popcorn
is inventing
a popcorn bucket,
a sort of,
souvenir.
but it also brings with it the dawn of great civilizations.
Do we agree? This is Disney Eats. Yeah, Disney Eats is by far the best part of the entire Walt Disney Company, right?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Very clever stuff.
Except when they, string things out, like what's really 60 items, but do it like 5 at a time over the course of 2 weeks.
They know what they're doing. Oh,
yeah.
We got a message back here.
Well, we got some more news.
Wait, that was the Muppet movie? That's the lyrics to Moving Right Along?
Moving Right Along. Yeah.
That's what I assumed it was. And then I heard the lyrics. I'm like, this makes no sense. This can't be Muppets.
It was hard getting Ethan to try to pronounce Saskatchewan, but he also was saying law instead of LA. So I had to type out LA for him. And so he understood.
It's better when Ethan uses his robot pronunciation.
Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune, shows not actually produced by ABC, but have relationships with ABC. Well, now they're going to have another relationship with the Disney company because starting this September, you'll be able to watch Next Day on Hulu and Peacock for some reason, but Hulu, both shows. And this will the deal also includes the backlogs. You'll be able to watch old episodes. And so look for that this September when the new, when this fall, when the new season kicks off. That's when this will be in effect.
It's cool to watch old episodes of Jeopardy because you can watch it with someone who doesn't know it's old and seem like a serious genius. Very smart move. All right.
I think it was a movie theater thing I used to see where the lady was doing that, like getting all excited. She's like, "Oh yeah, I got it," and then it was like you realize that she was rewinding it and watching it again and again.
Some sitcom has that too. Probably more than one. Okay, let us move on to some discounts. Maybe Kyle has a little banner he can put up because we recommend mousefantravel.com for any.
I was ready before you even started.
For any, of course you were. For any of your Disney bookings, wherever you want to go, related to Disney or Nat Geo travel, because they will make sure you get the absolute best price, take care of all those early morning phone calls for you, let you know if any new discounts come out, and they do it all for no charge. And sometimes they even give you like extra bonuses or freebies and stuff, and they do it for no charge. They make all their money on the back end, so you pay what you would have paid anyway. We recommend mousefantravel.com/laughingplace. And let's start with the first discount, which is at Alani, a place I have come to love over the past year. You can save 30% on Alani vacations most nights from October 20th through December 23rd. You need to be staying for 5 nights to get that full 30%, but you can also get 25% on stays of 4 nights. So check out Alani. It's a great way to see a beautiful state if you've never been. Or if you have been, you don't need me to tell you that. For Disney Cruise Line fans, hey, that's me too. They're offering an additional discount for people who have booked open-ended placeholder reservations. When you're on a cruise, the smartest thing you can do is to book a placeholder reservation that gets you a discount on your next cruise. You can always refund it. But if you do decide to cruise again, then you've got a discount on it already. And everybody does it. It used to be you actually had to book another cruise. So people just book some date and then they would move it later. And Disney's like, this is stupid. Everyone's doing that. Let's just book a placeholder. So that's what you can do now. Well, if you did book a placeholder, you can now get an additional, I believe it's 10%. I didn't write it down like an idiot, but I did read the article. So I believe it's an additional 10%. Just call Disney, or even better, you booked with MouseFan Travel. So call MouseFan Travel to make sure you get that. And that is for select sailings on the Wish and the Dream. And finally, you can save up to $750 per person on 2026 National Geographic Signature Land Experiences. That's places like India, Iceland, Norway, Japan, Morocco, and many more. These are for bookings prior to August 30th. The
last 3 are just pavilions at Epcot.
But I'm pretty sure you're going to the place that was built based on the pavilions.
I don't know. I often spend $17,000 just to go to Epcot.
That is true. These, as Kyle said, these range from $6,700 to $17,000, but you get to save $750. This is for bookings prior to August 31st, and for reservations from January 6th through April 30th, $750 per person. And a reminder, mousefantravel.com, if you want to book Alani, Disney Cruise, Nat Geo, Disneyland, Disney World, pretty much any Disney experience, give them a shout. Go to mousefantravel.com. Make sure you tell them Laughing Place sent you. They will take great care of you. And the most important thing to remember, goodness, why doesn't everyone do this? Whether it's MouseFan or someone else, it doesn't cost you anything, and you get benefits. Just book your vacation that way.
There you go. Good job. Back to Hulu.
Who?
They are teaming up with Kevin Hart's Hartbeat Productions for a new stand-up series called LOL Live. And this new show is, as mentioned, produced by Hartbeat. It'll showcase 10 30-minute performances from a diverse lineup of comedians, and that's all set to debut on June 6th, leading me to believe that this was produced and probably released elsewhere. And then they'll add 2 new specials each month. These are separate because if you've been paying attention to Hulu over the past, I think since November of last year, they've had a new headlines stand-up special each month as part of their Hilarious promotion. So yeah, more comedy coming to Hulu.
Kyle will be reviewing this one?
No, that I only do the marquee things, and even then I sometimes get behind. Stargazer Grill over at Shanghai Disneyland, a place I'm sure you're all familiar with. They're part of the Pixar celebration. They've updated their decor. You can see tons of that's unrelated.
Yeah. It's related.
You can play the video. The other one above that.
Oh, okay. Don't play this one.
I mean, that one's fine too, but the other one's better. This will show you around the restaurant.
I can't mute it.
明日世界新露台餐厅惊喜会新，全新新露台餐厅皮克斯缤纷汇，从装饰到菜品都融入了皮克斯的奇思妙想，带你踏上一段沉浸式餐饮之旅。头脑特工队、怪兽电力公司等熟悉的皮克斯故事将与你一同欢聚。20多款皮克斯主题美食，源自8个皮克斯主题故事。
As you can see, they have both menu items and decor themed to Pixar. And I don't know why you have the subtitles on there. Everyone in our audience speaks Mandarin. So.
And I believe that is the second most viewed video out of Shanghai Disneyland over the past couple of days.
Yep.
Nice to have some good Shanghai news.
Finally, we'll head off to Walt Disney World, where the Princess Half Marathon weekend is coming up next year, but they've released the themes. They are, if you can believe this, themed princesses. So we got the Merida 5K, the Moana 10K, the Rapunzel Half Marathon, and then Belle is the face of the challenge, which is the 10.5, so 19.3 miles. And those aren't the official names of the races, they're just the themes.
You can also exercise.
And you can also do yoga. That's fun.
Hey, let's do Disney Plus since this is my last show of the week.
Cool. Let's do it. Give me an extra second to find the button that I need next. Disney Plus Top 10.
Oh, yeah, we don't have a Disney Plus. Do it again. I'm sorry.
Disney Plus Top 10.
Booyah. So, Lilo and Stitch, #1. No, it's not the new one, but people think it is. Brave New World, as we just talked about, recent hit. Alvin and the Chipmunks, Stitch the movie. Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel. Leroy and Stitch, Grown Ups. Devil Wears Prada. Thunderbolts, a special look. And The Parent Trap? Why is The Parent Trap popping up here?
Why wouldn't it be? Everybody loves The Parent Trap.
Do they? They do. That was like the remake that everyone loved.
Let's get together.
Oh, shoot. I forgot my line.
Can I share a story? Go ahead with your line, and then I'll share a story.
This was Back in the Snow. I actually wrote this, and then when we were doing stuff at the same time, it got messed up. So Snow White only made $87 million at the box office, just proving once and for all Disney should not be making live-action remakes. Okay,
there you go. Good line. When I was an extra on Glee, we did an episode where it was like regionals or nationals, or I forget exactly what. But Lindsay Lohan was a guest judge, and because those days are long and you don't need to do close-ups of Lindsay Lohan all the time, when they do the wide shots, they bring in a body double. And when Lindsay Lindsay was going through some stuff at the time, didn't have the best reputation, but then she saw her double and she's like, oh, I feel like I'm in Parent Trap again. And then she won me over for life. That's why I'm a Lilo fan.
That is fantastic.
Well, Alex is now back from the ATX TV Festival in Austin, Texas, but he still has coverage rolling in. And so I did want to highlight this one because he got a chance to go to the Golden Girls 40th anniversary panel where they did a script reading and reflected on the show. This is not the article that you're seeing, clearly.
Oh, my goodness. Sorry about that.
It's okay. I was like, I'm sure he's finding it. And I'm like, I'm not so sure.
No, I just thought I had it already and wasn't looking at the screen.
So yes, if you want to live this, well, luckily Alex is a friend of yours and he can go and recap this all for you and you can experience. Oh, you've met Nicole Brown. Speaking of, I was talking about Glee, but she was on Glee once, but she's on Community, a show that I also worked on.
Is that Elsbeth right there?
Maybe.
I don't know her real name, so I can't say it. But anyway, it looks like the star of Elsbeth.
But yes, check out all of Alex's ATX coverage right now on Laughing Place.
And the rest.
All right, speaking of the rest. Yeah, I got nothing. Coming to Universal Studios are these two. You know who they are better than
Elphaba and Glinda.
Elphaba and Glinda from Wicked are coming to Universal Studios during Mega Movie Summer. That begins June 13th. That's only 9 days from now, and it runs through August 10th. You'll be able to have gravity-defying meet and greet experiences with leading ladies. I didn't write this. They will be meeting. They will be meeting just outside the Universal Studio store in the front of Hillside Park, which happens to be right across from the feature presentation store where you can purchase Wicked merchandise. They know what they're doing down there. They're always on the treadmill.
I don't know if it's already out or not by this point, but we are supposed to get a trailer for Wicked for Good later today.
Is that the second part of the long
second
movie?
part of the second act of the play.
Did you see Wicked?
No.
Have you ever
I
seen
had
it?
to think about it because Becca watched it, but I only watched like the last 10 minutes of it, the Defying Gravity part. I've seen the stage show though.
Okay.
Not on Broadway, but I've seen it.
It counts. I mean, unless it was like an elementary school presentation.
No, it was a touring thing at my local Juanita K. Hammond's hall. Anyway, LA Comic-Con is returning from September 26th through 28th, and they've announced some of the first guests, including people that you might recognize from the likes of Daredevil Born Again and Doctor Who. We got Charlie Cox, Eldon Hansen, John Barenthal, Vincent D'Onofrio, and from Doctor Who, David Tennant, Billy Piper, and Freeman someone. So yeah, if you are interested in these people, LA Comic-Con tickets are going to be available soon, and you can head out to Los Angeles for this special event.
The fun stuff.
Oh man, this is some of the funnest stuff. I miss living in Florida sometimes. So the latest beautiful treat to come out of Disney Eats is this new milkshake called the Ultimate Sweet Treat. If you like it at Disney, they put it in this shake. This is at Sunshine Seasons at Epcot. As our author wrote, they went ahead and added every famous Disney park treat in one shake. The churro milkshake is topped with whipped cream, a sprinkled donut, a mini churro, a pretzel, and a, quote, Mickey's premium ice cream bar. Again, this is at Sunshine Seasons at Epcot. It is $10.99, which gives me a little bit of hesitation because that's a lot of money. And it doesn't look huge, but I think I'd give it a try.
I'll explain this one for you, Doobie, because this is a different type of pocket pick. There's a game I play every day called Harmonies. It's connections, but music themed. And I did this one today and said, I think Doobie could do this. So I wanted you to go ahead and open that link and play this game with us.
All right, so I'm opening the link and I'm now sharing the screen. It's telling me
how to
ever
played Connections before?
I have not. So.
Okay, so basically the idea here, as it explains, is there are connections between. You're going to group these into things of four, and each one has a theme. So you have to figure out what that theme is for, and then select the four that go into that. You don't have to
Okay.
guess what the theme is. You just have to kind of know, and so you can select 4 things.
So just select 4 things.
Well, select 4 things that you think go together.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, now hit play, which is submitting your answer. There you go. Songs made for Disney World rides.
I won.
You didn't win. There's 3 more categories.
Oh man. Okay. That's good. Okay. Where's the other one? There's no way.
There's no way.
There we go. Thank you very much. Guardians of the Galaxy Rewind. Okay. This is where I messed up. I don't know this band well enough to know.
Sweet
these are the 3 songs I know by this band. Thank you.
You know the song, you might just not know the title. And then, yeah, those are the last 4. You can just select them and hit play, and then
This is great. Is this on our site today?
no.
It should be, because this is so Disney related. I realize it's only good for one day and you can't link just to this one, but it's still worth it. Or at least tweet it or something. It's good. Way to go. That was fun.
We can
I like
tweet
that
it
a lot.
later.
I could write this game. Anyway, let's move on.
All right, Doobie, let me remove your screen at mine. That's just Jon Favreau for no reason.
That's just your desktop background.
No, I always choose a random photo so that I can like prime it so that I'm ready to like do this.
But how does random end up being Jon Favreau?
I seriously just type in random letters, and I typed John today and ended up on Jon Favreau. Disney legend Jon Favreau.
Yeah,
Anyway, on this day in 1956, someone was born. His Disney credits include Princess and the Frog, Gargoyles. He was on Community, which is not a Disney credit. And he's been used as a trick question in multiple Disney Trivia Live quizzes.
What's the first credit?
Princess and the Frog.
Is it David Keith or Keith David?
It is Keith David, which you put David Keith to try to mess people up.
Who also has Disney credits.
Yeah. On this day in 1958, something was dedicated at Disneyland.
1968?
58.
You're going backwards? What was Keith David's year?
It might be 68 then. No, 56 for David.
So okay. Sorry, my mistake. 58, dedicated at Disneyland. Alice in Wonderland?
No.
That's the big attraction that opened.
I'll give you a hint. Instead of saying dedicated, I should have said christened.
Oh, the Columbia.
The Columbia, the sailing ship Columbia.
I forget about that one. Yeah, little tiny poster.
Yes.
Okay.
On this day in 1975, an actress was born. Her credits include the one and only Ivan and Maleficent.
The one and
And
only Ivan.
Maleficent 2.
It's not Angelina Jolie.
It is Angelina Jolie.
She's in the one and only Ivan?
She produced it at least.
Oh my God, I don't think I know what that movie is then.
Well, I don't know if you can watch it anymore. It was a Disney Plus original.
It's a gorilla movie. That's what I thought. She's in that?
Again, she might have produced it, but
Okay.
she's affiliated with it. On this day in 1990, a new hotel opened.
She's in it too. She produced it and she's in it.
There you go.
She's got second billing. I want to see this movie right after this show.
1990, Walt Disney World Hotel.
Grand Floridian?
No.
1990. So Epcot was open. Studios was open.
Maybe it's between those two.
So Yacht and Beach Club?
No.
Boardwalk.
No.
What else is between those two?
It's not a big fish. It's
Swan and Dolphin?
It's the Dolphin
It
specific.
is not a Disney hotel. That's a third.
I didn't say it's a Disney hotel. I said a hotel at Walt Disney World.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Beautiful hotel. I love it. It's kind of generic, but on the outside it's beautiful and photographs well.
On this day, also in 1990, same day, a popular
Swan.
No, this is at Disneyland. A popular counter service restaurant.
At Disneyland, a counter service restaurant opened. Popular.
I don't want to say beloved. I think I hate the phrase fan favorite because you're like, well, yeah, of course fans like it. They are fans. But I'd say a fan favorite counter service restaurant at Disneyland.
Kyle finds the fatal flaw in the phrase fan favorite.
fans like this. Well, yeah, they are fans. By definition, they should. It's a favorite.
You said 1990, right?
Yes.
I mean, Tomorrowland Terrace has been around forever, so it's not that, right? Disneyland counter service. There aren't that many.
It's unique. That even at a time, I don't know this. I don't know when it opened 1990, but in a world where everything was burgers and pizza, I feel like this probably offered something a bit different.
I'm feeling very stupid, but I don't know.
All right, Adventureland.
Oh, the Bengal barbecue.
Bengal barbecue. I don't know if they had skewers from the beginning, but I have to imagine they did something a bit
I
interesting.
should have come up with that.
And then I believe this is the final one. Let's see. Yes, it is. On this day in 1999, an attraction opened at Magic Kingdom.
1999 attraction at Magic Kingdom, June 4th, 1999. Before Millennium Celebration. No, part of the Millennium Celebration. Sort of, kind of. PhilharMagic.
No.
Okay, I don't know.
The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Here is Pooh laughing at the Save Mr. Toad people.
Put that date out of my mind. How dare they take away Toady? All right. I started off good and then took a dive.
All right.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. I'm a loser.
It's Wednesday, but we're doing winners and losers because Doobie's got places to be. And so he won't be around on Friday if and when we do a show. We'll definitely not be doing a show tomorrow. Friday's a possibility, but I wanted to do it with Doobie. So, Doobie, did you want to go first or do you want me to go first this week?
You go first.
All right. Well, my winner of this week is Jeopardy fans because I, as a Jeopardy fan who used to watch it all the time when I had a clear ABC signal and time, really enjoyed watching it. And so the idea that I can now watch it at my leisure and create my own schedule instead of having to watch it at 5 o'clock on ABC through my rabbit ears excites me. So I look forward to doing that starting this September.
Good choice. My winner this week is Walt Disney World Public Relations / Media Relations. So first, they had this whole river thing that people were worried about, save the river, yada, yada. So they put out that concept art that showed the giant cars or whatever traipsing all over Frontierland, ruining everything about it. Let that sit there for months for people just thinking the worst is going to happen. And then they wait until the very week the Muppets are going to close and people are focused on a completely different park. And then they put out this new concept. They announced the river's closing, just completely lost in the whole Muppets thing. And they put out this new concept art that shows no IP, no giant cars, just a beautiful, tranquil area, tons of water, fits right into Frontierland. And they just slid Piston Peak in there with no one really caring. So way to go, Disney PR. You guys know how to do an announcement that could have been completely disastrous.
I did actually have the Imagineers as my honorable mention winner, but specifically the person who realized that Audubon and Autobahn are basically the same word, and then they could totally exploit that.
That is very clever. All right, my loser of the week is People Magazine. They did actually do the article. In the article, it shows that they researched, so I'm giving them the credit for this being a loser. They had an article recently about a gentleman at Blizzard Beach who got injured and is suing Disney. And he says in the article he was about 30 pounds overweight. The attraction has a 300-pound weight limit. And our reporter, who was actually a reporter, did some research and could find no mention of this attraction at Blizzard Beach actually having a weight limit. Maybe it does, maybe it did. But you would think People Magazine would have taken the time to do that research and at least put that in the article. They didn't. Kyle did. He knows how to be a reporter. We're thankful we have him over People Magazine.
Well, my loser of the week is unfortunately Doctor Who because the finale aired and we don't know if it's coming back for another season. Luke, who loved this season, was singing its praises, had mixed feelings on the finale and has a lot of questions. And not the best reception. Maybe it'll come back. Maybe this is a loser currently. It could redeem itself. Things could turn around, but currently that's my loser of the week.
Solid choice.
Speaking of losers of the week, I've been informed that Ethan's voice may be discontinued. At the end of the month.
I thought Ethan let us know that he might be leaving us at the end of the month.
He might be going through some changes. Maybe I don't know if it's like I have to look into it. I don't know if he's going through puberty or just completely changing his voice or going or quitting. We'll find out.
I mean, if he quits, he can be replaced by someone else. I'm sure.
Someone real.
No. All right, we'll find out, but just be aware there's a chance that this is the end of Ethan as you know him is coming up.
Yes.
Ethan is
we'll have a countdown.
All right. Anything? It's 10:01. Got anything?
I know it's 10:01. I'm not seeing anything, but I did want to let everyone know that at 4:00 today we'll be having Barely Necessities. Yes, it was supposed to be yesterday, but no, it didn't happen. Today is the day.
Today's the day. All right. Well,
as far as we know.
4:00 Pacific time today. Oh, I forgot. I forgot to congratulate our trivia winners from yesterday. That would be Geo and the winner of the second contest.
Who is not Geo? Although it probably should have been.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I messed up a question.
Although I got screwed by your first question, so I think it's kind of fair.
What was the first question mess up?
You messed up the name of the song. So I'm like, well, if it's a recent song, they're not going to be singing a Goofy movie song
fine.
in...
And this is why those of you who didn't watch Disney Trivia Live, made a good decision. Who is Gracie? And Gracie is the other person commenting. Okay.
Yes. But if you happen to be in the Dayton, Ohio area, as I'm sure many of you are, be sure to check out Disney Trivia Live on Sunday. I believe they have $20 walk-up admission to the Dayton Disneyana event, according to their website. Hopefully that is accurate, not sold out. Or you can go for the whole weekend for $25. So just go the whole weekend and enjoy it. All goes to charity, not to Doobie, and that's the important part.
That is the most important part. You are not paying me. We are not worth $20, but the charity is, and then you get us too. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you probably not till Tuesday, but Kyle will hopefully see you sooner than that. Bye all.